Welcome back and a good day. Now, once the oppressive heat has left us, it will eventually abandon us. Kaylee has promised me it's going to be perfect to sit outside and enjoy nature. If you're an indoorsy girl, I'm hearing some outdoors folks, don't even mind. If you ever wanted ideas on how to fill out your yard or garden space to make it even more beautiful, folks from Grand Growers in Grand Rapids, Ohio have some ideas. I've got Bob Tame and Rick Tolles joining us from Grand Rapids Historic Garden Walk. Gentlemen, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What can you show us? What ideas do you have when it comes to, making this garden look nice and, just dealing with the heat?
Rick?
Well, the first thing you have to do is you have to make sure that you keep your plants watered. I do that daily, morning time preferably, so the plants don't lay wet overnight.
And actually, with this kind of weather, Rick's right about that. And of course, well, it depends on, you want to just make sure you're planting in the right plants in the right areas of the yard. The sun-tolerant ones can handle the sun, and then things like your hostas, you got to make sure that they're in a nice shady spot. But you can come around and see a lot of different gardens and get a lot of different ideas. Tomorrow here in Grand Rapids, we're having tours of 11 different gardens. This is our third year. We've had six new gardens this year. And in addition, there are 3 community gardens downtown that the Grand Growers maintains one of them, and we have business owners that maintain the other 2. And then, of course, all the shops will be open. So another way to beat the heat is to go into one of the shops and get in the shade for a little while you're down here for the tour.
So when it comes to different ideas, because let's be real, not all of us have a green thumb. Some of us have brown thumbs. We kill things. Do you have any advice for how to save some of your lawn?
Oh, the lawn. Well, the first thing, I'm a firm believer in letting it grow as long as you can, and get it tall so it shades the ground, and cut it to the longest length you can. And always try to cut it to where you're never taking off more than 1/3 of the blade when you're cutting. And then never water at night. Always try to water in the mornings. Those are the key things, because watering at night promotes molds and mildews in the grass. So
yeah, that's correct.
So, yep. But that's the key thing, is keep it long and keep it watered in the mornings, and you'll be fine.
You said you've done this for a couple years now. What type of reactions have you gotten from the tours? Have people gotten jealous? Have there been intense competition since then?
No. One of the neat things about the tour is that we have such a wide variety of gardens. It ranges from a whimsical, magical, decorated garden oasis backyard to gardens like Rick's here. If you're on camera, you can see this is just a really lush, wide variety of different species and varieties of flowers in the front. Rick's a professional landscaper, so he's got an edge up on me. And then it goes down to one of our gardens last year was a very lush, very similar to this, that the new owners have turned it into a Zen garden, is the best way I can describe it. Very modern look. And then we have another garden that's a wildflowers, butterfly garden, bee garden, no pesticides, and all these different gardeners are out here to give you tips and advice on how to imitate, copy, learn from their process.
Wonderful. Now I've got one more question for you both.
So
because
the gardens.
So sorry. I'm just saying, I've got one more question for you both, because I just bought a house and this is my first summer, and my garden is a struggle garden. What are the best, maybe first-time gardener tips that you could give?
Rick, you want to take this?
Well, first off, you need to check your soil. I would take my soil over to Midwood in Bowling Green, and I have them check it to see if it's got the acidity or the right stuff for the plants that I plan on putting in.
And then, of course, all the different varieties of flowers. And then, of course, all the different varieties of flowers in the front. And then it goes down to one of the 3 community gardens. This is our third year. We've had 6 new gardens this year. And in addition, there are 3 community gardens that maintain one of them, and we have business owners that maintain the other 2. And then, of course, all the different varieties of flowers in the front. And then it goes down to one of the 3 community gardens. This is our third year. We've had 6 new gardens this year. And in addition, there are 3 community gardens that maintain one of them, and we have business owners that maintain the other 2. And then, of course, all the different varieties of flowers in the front. And then it goes down to one of the 3 community gardens. This is our third year. We've had 6 new gardens this year. And in addition, there are 3 community gardens that maintain one of them, and we have business owners that maintain the other 2. That's good advice. I actually recently just bought a new house last year, and I went around the entire perimeter of the house and removed everything and put in all new gardens. I know what that process is like, and it really is a process of learning your soil and looking at what's growing around you. What do your neighbors have? What's working for them? If you've had experience with other plants, and go to the nursery. Talk to the nursery. As,
Right.
But every house has a north, east, south, and west, so it depends on which areas you really want to plant, what types of plants you're going to be putting in there.
Right.
Gentlemen, thank you so much.
So I want to mention that with this garden walk,
Keep going.
I just want to mention with the garden walk that today's the last day to buy tickets online at grandgrowers.com.
I was just about to say, and then technically, what time does everything kick off? So once I buy my ticket, where do I go? What do I start? What time?
We will be set up by the information booth here in Grand Rapids, right by the railroad tracks. It's easy to find as you're coming up 65, straight into town. We'll be right there, good signage. We'll be setting up at 9 o'clock, but the official tour starts at 10. We have it split up into 2 sections, so you can do a morning route and then an afternoon route. And we'll have plenty of water at the pickup station where you can take a bottle of water with you, and in the middle of the day come back and get more water if you need it. So and there's a tent so you can get in the shade there if you don't want to go into a store. But also this is we call it a garden walk, but it's a drive around. You don't have to walk the whole thing. That would be a bit much for anybody during the heat of the day. But it's a drive and walk. You get to walk the gardens, but you can drive to them.
I love it. Bob, Rip, thank you so much for taking the time. So you've got your marching orders, folks. It's going to be a lot of fun.